Welcome all humans and non-humans. My name is Lara, and this is Zollar Tarot and Art. Thank you for being here. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be drawing an image that I received in meditation, and then I'm also going to be reading your tarot and oracle cards today, and we're going to be tying it all together and seeing what we see. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. Let's move this over here. And before I pull these cards right now, I'm going to go ahead and start the drawing here. I'm going to talk about a dream that I just received recently as part of this download. And so let me go ahead and start drawing this because this was pertinent to today's message. Now, I had a dream that I had visited this shop. It was near the ocean, and it was sort of like like an old fisherman's shop. There was, the floors and the walls were all made of wood, and there were like curiosities and things like that. And I came across this one area of the shop that actually, like had cards and things like that. But it had my artwork on it. And as you know, I'm a fine artist. And so, and my artwork's been stolen a lot over the years, some images in particular. And so I found this, like these cards that had my stolen art on it that were being reproduced and sold without my permission. And, it wasn't a surprise to me because I've seen it before. And I took these cards up to the cash register to talk to the person there who happened to be the owner, this guy. And I said, look, I was real nice about it, but I said, look, this is my artwork. And I didn't get permission for this to be reproduced or sold. And we need to talk about this. I need to be compensated for this. And he said he'd received those products from someone else, but he was really, really sorry. And he wanted to make it up to me. There was like even one piece where someone had photoshopped my name out and put their own name. So they were trying to take credit for my, my work. So, the reason I'm drawing a peacock feather is because this sort of tied into one of the images that was being reproduced. So, for instance, this is just a card I had printed up, and this is not the entire image, but one of my most well-known pieces is the peacock feather, and this one has been stolen and reproduced by multiple countries and dispersed all over the world. So, without my permission, of course, and without compensation. And I'm really flattered that everybody loves the image, but it would be nice to, get something back for it, which leads back into the dream. So today this is going to be a peacock feather. And so this guy, he was like, well, there's got to be some way to make it up to you. And I had picked up this stone, like this is a labradorite here. See how it's shiny? And labradorites are one of my favorite stones, and it kind of has this bluish greeny kind of iridescence to it. And I had picked up this large stone that was a labradorite, and it was so beautiful, and I flipped it over and it was like golden on the other side, and it was glowy. And I said, I was thinking maybe he'll give me this or something for compensation, and because I was just not expecting a whole lot because it's kind of how things have gone before. But he said, why don't you come back with me behind the shop here, and I'm going to show you something. And so I followed him, and he had all these condos. And of course, this is along the beach, so these condos were worth quite a bit. The first, he said, I'm going to give you a choice, and he showed me the first condo, and it was like a contemporary kind of modern look to it, and it had these huge windows, and it was overlooking this beautiful sort of flowery meadow. There were hills in the background, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. He says, well, wait, I got something else to show you. And then he took me over to where the beach was, and there was another condo there, and it was just like along the water. It was absolutely beautiful. This is like a multi-million dollar, residence and everything. And he said, look, I'm really sorry about what happened to you, and that, you were stolen from, and I'd like to give you this. If you want it. So you just pick the one you want. You want the one by the water here, or do you want the one by, the meadow? And he said, I'll maintain it for you and everything, but that you can live here and come and stay here all you want because it's yours. I was like, what? And it was really beautiful because there was the water there was gorgeous. It was very calm. And water to me represents, like emotional fulfillment or emotions and spirituality. And so there was a lot of deep symbolism in this dream with regard to those aspects. It was just very peaceful and lovely. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like someone here is who's watching maybe has had this kind of experience where they've had something precious taken from them and they've been abused and exploited without, compensation, but maybe there's like a big payout coming for you. Maybe there's something beautiful coming towards you that you're not expecting. Because in the dream, I definitely was surprised. I was like, whoa, this is a really beautiful gift. So I'm going to pull some cards in a second too. So I just wanted to relay that dream. I have a lot of dreams. They're very vivid. I get a lot of messages. My dreams are always in color, very detailed, but I don't normally feel like they're like for the collective. But this particular dream I felt like was for someone who's watching here. But keep in mind that this reading is a general reading. It's not necessarily a personal reading. So this might resonate really well with you, or it might just, there might be something here you're just like, I don't know what that is, and it might not be your reading. But there are other readings and other readers, so... Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards, and I'm going to do a spread with clarifiers, and I'm going to speed this up so that we don't waste any time, and then I'll explain it all to you. So here we go. Okay, so I have put your spread out. I have done 6 cards with 2 clarifiers per card, and we're going to talk about this a little bit and how it ties into not only the drawing but also the dream. So it's showing me here that you're a Queen of Wands. You're a very passionate person. See how she's kind of like, she has this like glow coming out of her palm. So this is someone who has a ton of personal power. She's also very sexy. She's very beautiful. She's very fun. She knows how to enjoy life really well. Despite everything that's happened in her life, she is really just amazing and very confident. So confidence is definitely part of her, and she's independent too, but she has this really amazing kind of magnetic quality because of this personal power that she holds. And you're clarified here by the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. So this is telling me also that you collective are also a very intuitive person. And this, in this Queen of Cups here, she's feeding, these little fishies jumping out of the water. So I found that interesting. It's next to the water here, just like in the dream. That condo that I chose was, along the beach. So she will, whatever gifts she receives in life, whatever, bounty, whatever abundance or blessing she receives, she shares. She's a very nurturing person. She will always share. So no matter how much wealth she has or doesn't have, she will always be a person who shares and uses her intuition, and it has personal power regardless. So and then you got a clarification here of the Page of Cups. So this tells me that this could be a new love coming in, but I feel like this is more like someone who has a good relationship with their inner child. And their personal creativity. So both of these cards are creative. Look, this page here is painting on an easel. So I think that definitely ties into the dream where it was I was seeing my art reproduced on things. And so this person is a creative person too. So you have a lot of good qualities. You're personally powerful. You have a lot of charisma and experience. You are very intuitive and nurturing, and you're also extremely creative. And that's a killer combination, right? That's excellent. So good for you. That means no matter what, you succeed. And it's sitting right next to this Magician card here. And the Magician has all the resources available to manifest, to make things happen, and out of nothing almost. So yeah, but these resources were hard won because this is laying right over this 3 of Swords here, which is obviously about heartbreak. And this heart's been mended together multiple times. So this person's gone through multiple heartbreaks in the past. And I'm really kind of drawn to this like 3-sword tattoo here on her arm. So it's almost like permanently inked onto her body. She knows without a doubt, she knows exactly what heartbreak feels like. She knows what it's like to be deceived. She knows what it's like to be stolen from. She knows what it's like to go through the dark night of the soul. But she's done the inner work with this, and she's forgiven. She hasn't forgotten. She can't forget, but she's definitely forgiven. And she's forgiven herself for making, like, choosing certain people in her life who backstabbed her. It was all a part of a big lesson, which opened her up. It broke her open. So, and she did the inner work here. See, because and when I say she, that can be, it's not gender specific. I'm just saying she because there's females on a lot of these cards, but this can apply to any gender. So, but this person, went inward and did the inner work and took the time to to really look at what was what. And so there's like an owl sitting up here. And to me, that's like your ancestors watching. This is like Great Spirit watching. This is, a symbol of wisdom. And they're watching everything you're doing. And they know all the internal work that you're doing as well. And she's got her little black kitty here, and this is, the help from the ethereal. So this person who's been through all of this heartbreak and has really developed themselves has a lot of support from the divine, which is outstanding. And then you got the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups sometimes is about indecision. This guy looks kind of indecisive, but this is also about having a lot of options available. And some of those options are not good. Like this one option here is a snake coming out of it. And this person knows what it's like dealing with snakes, so they're hopefully not going to choose that again. Don't choose deceptive people or if there are any red flags like that. But there's going to be at least one option that's going to be outstanding. And they're going to know this because they're a boss. This is the Emperor card here, and you've got the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups here, that is talking about new beginnings, maybe a new romance, and because they're in a boss energy, they're going to attract a boss to them. So if there is new love coming in, they're going to attract someone who resonates on their particular level, which is, in this case is the Emperor. This is all the kings put together. So this is definitely someone who's totally bossed up and can handle life. So they're responsible and they're good at it. And then we come down here into the Chariot. Now, the Chariot can be a lot of things, but I think in this case, it's talking about a victory. I mean, you've kept your eye on the prize, right? You focused in, but this is about a triumph. This is about just moving very, very quickly and removing all the obstacles and, getting past all of these illusions, moving very quickly away from these illusions that were put in the way. So there might have been people playing with your head. There might have been people who were trying to fool you into believing certain things about yourself or about them or about a situation, or maybe they were trying to downplay your talents or your abilities or something like that, and they didn't show you the support and the belief that you really deserve because you're just really awesome. So and this, going to this new level of opulence and abundance, the blessings that are coming in, you're going to be able to be like a philanthropist is what I see. This to me, particularly in this deck, talks about philanthropy. This is a Six of Pentacles. So being a philanthropist, so you will be able to not only help out those friends who were true to you, but you will also be able to put monetary support or other types of support behind, the causes that you find are worthy. So then we go on here to the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles, again, is about new job. You got a lot of new here. This is new money, so money coming in, which definitely ties into that dream. Extra income coming in. This is also a really grounded person. So she's sort of in this tree pose. I think that's what it's called in yoga. And, she's displaying her wares here, what she's created in an authentic way. She's not dressed up very fancy or anything like that. She's just her authentic self. She's just like, this is what I've created. This is who I am. And she stands on one foot, completely balanced and completely grounded. Pentacles are about grounding, right? It's about earthiness. It's about material things. So she's but she's learned a lot because she's gone through this heartbreak here. So you got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very eloquent person. This is somebody who is very intelligent. They're strategic, and she's great. But don't mess with her because she'll take that sword and she'll cut off any kind of BS that is coming towards her. And she knows how to identify it now because she's been through a lot. So she knows certain red flags. And she'll take you out. So, and maybe not with an actual sword, maybe not, but definitely with the use of her words, she can eviscerate a person who deserves it. So, and there are people watching, and they're feeling left out in the cold here, but they're watching her authenticity and her success, and you know, they're feeling left out, but they deserve it. That's what they deserve. You know, that's what they brought on themselves, and they're blaming maybe her for it, but that's not really her fault. You know, if they backstabbed her and did all this stuff that made her have to carry her Queen of Swords, you know, weapon, and get through all of this heartbreak. So they deceived her, they broke her heart, they lied to her, created all kinds of illusions, and you know, she's not having it anymore, and they're feeling some way about it. So, but that's their own fault. They get to be left out in the cold. They get to experience their own particular karma, and that's that. So they don't get to put her out in the cold anymore, right? I'm feeling that really strong. So, okay. And so what I'm seeing here is that you're a person who has mastered a lot of things. You're a master. This is just brilliant. So this is somebody who is really, really good at what they do. They're very, very talented. I mean, Eight of Pentacles is, you know, this is also about having a lot of potential. So this person's not even done yet, and they create quality work. They're very dedicated to what they do. So that's that's one of my favorite cards. It's really beautiful. This to me is the artist card as well, in some ways. And again, then it's clarified by the Three of Swords. So what she's, you know, in this Three of Swords here, you can see that the heart is on the side of the bed. It's not on the bed anymore. It's not, she's not carrying it like this here on, like it's tattooed onto her and she's screaming and everything. It's been set to the side, and it still has the swords in it, but she keeps it there as a reminder of what she'd gone through. She's forgiven, but she's not forgotten, right? So she keeps it there to, what does that word say? Let me see. Journal. Oh yeah, okay, maybe you need to journal or something like that. Write about this, and maybe she will end up writing a book or something. But she's done a lot of journaling, or I think of that as like therapy type of work. She's done a lot of therapy work to put this heartbreak to the side, to make it so that it doesn't hold her down anymore, but she keeps it as a reminder which strengthens her resolve. And then also she can be more relatable. She has more compassion for other people who have been through similar things, and then she can be of help, because she is ultimately a nurturer here. See over here on the Queen of Cups, she is this nurturing person. So she uses all the heartbreak and the things she's gone through to make herself a better person, to be of use and of service to others. So, you know, to me, this peacock feather, I'm just going to draw a little bit more here. I won't finish this drawing while I am doing this reading, but I will finish it afterwards and colorize it, and then I'm going to tack it on to the end so you can see what it looks like, how it turned out. I love peacock feathers. They're very iridescent, sort of like this stone. Oops, this stone here, and I love that quality. So peacock feathers remind me too of, like this card here, it reminds me to show your true colors, to be your true authentic self. You know, when a peacock opens up its feathers and everything, it's like showing off. That's the male peacock, but it's showing off for the female to woo them, right? So they want to show exactly all their feathers. They want to spread it out as far as they can, be as beautiful and grand as they can, and it's all authentic. It's all the real deal. You know, they didn't just have feathers tacked onto them. This is who they are, and they're showing everything that they are and everything that they, you know, how they've grown and developed their beautiful plumes, so that they can, you know, share that with the female or whoever's watching. Yeah, so that's what peacock feathers always remind me of, is just being authentic and showing your true colors. You know, some people can't handle that. Some people can't handle people showing their authenticity, and especially if they are insecure within themselves, and you know, they'll try to knock that person down, which obviously has been happening to you or whomever you're thinking of that this reading is for. So, you know, a lot of people have been jealous, have been deceptive, have played mind games, have done all kinds of things to knock this person down, but they still have their personal power. They still standing strong. Yeah. Okay, let's pull let's pull 3 cards from an oracle now to see if we can get more clarification on this reading so far, to see if there's anything else we need to know. Wow, nice. Yeah, that ties into this card a lot too. You do have a lot of protection. Can I have one more, please? beautiful cards. Love this deck. Yeah, confidence, which ties into this card. All right, can I have one more, please? Manifestation, which ties into the Magician. Well, that's pretty clear. It's just reiterating what's already been laid out. So you are divinely protected. Look at these like angel wings or whatever they are, fairy wings maybe. But there's a lot of angelic presence here. Also, you have a strong connection to the earth, which is definitely important to stay grounded. Part of my daily meditations include connecting to the earth. I'm bringing her into my heart, so, you know, but also connecting to the divine. So keeping that connection going at all times is really something that all of us can do. And you feel it and you see it, right? And so this provides great protection. And then we have confidence here, which is, again, this is like the Queen of Wands, which we talked about earlier over here, right? She has a lot of personal power. So this is someone who's very, very confident. And the more confidence you have in yourself, the better your results. And at this point, you know, you've been through so much and everything. You don't even have to fake it till you make it. You don't have to fake your confidence. Your confidence is genuine and authentic because you know yourself. You've done the inner work. You've been through all of these trials and everything that have tried to knock you off and you know, take you down and everything, and you have, you know, you have risen. You have it's strengthened you. You've taken that and you said, all right, you're going to do that, fine. I'm going to take that and I'm going to turn it into something precious for myself. And this is a very confident person. This is personal power. This is awesome. And again, it's backed by the divine. So, and then manifestation, this is a beautiful card as well. And this is all about having the resource. This is the Magician card, basically. So this is, again, about having everything available that you need. And you have the power of the divine behind you. You have this amazing ability to manifest. And I have a feeling, too, that this has a lot to do with your really amazing ancestors. So ancestors are not just part of your biological lineage. So you could have a sibling or something like that and have different ancestors, a different combination of ancestors in that sibling. So, but you know, this person is calling upon the divine. It's calling upon their ancestors that come from all the different lineages, and this is you know, being able to bring things into the 3D and 5D, to bring it in and make it real. So this is a lot of power here. Whoever I'm reading for, you are right on. I'm really impressed. So good for you. Yeah. All right. So let's pull some cards now for what your obstacles are. What are the obstacles, please? This collective. Remember, this is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading. So whenever you find this reading, there might be something in here for you, and there might not. But there might be parts of it are for you and parts of it that aren't for someone else. So here we go. So what are the obstacles for this collective, please? Obstacles for this collective, please. Okay, interesting. Obstacles for this collective. Wow. All right. So you know, this card is about confidence. Again, it's just like being fearless. There might be some fears that are holding you back. There might be maybe some things take a little bit of extra courage. Sometimes there are things that can happen that might tick you off, you know, anger you, because sometimes this is about having a hot temper, this card. And also this card also is about someone who's very funny. The King of Wands has got a lot of like passion and charisma. Although this card in particular, I don't know that he doesn't really look very charismatic, but that's normally what that card means. It's just like, he's standing there very confidently, but I don't know. It's almost like I feel like whomever, you know, what your obstacle is that maybe you're struggling to make sure that you're consistently staying confident and consistently having a sense of humor. That's what it is. It's a sense of humor. This guy looks like he has no humor. That's what it is. All right. So yeah. Okay. So maybe you need to incorporate a bit more humor. There's like having a sense of humor sometimes might be kind of hard. Maybe maybe you have a lot of Saturnian type of influences. You might be like Capricorn or something like that, or have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, your astrological chart. And I definitely recommend you go and get your chart done online. You can get that done for free, like through Cafe Astrology or places like that. So, yeah, so it's almost like you're needing to access your humor a little bit more. Also, because there's been so much nonsense in the past and everything, you're still kind of deciding like who deserves what. Like there might be some people who are coming towards you who are going to be like wanting help or wanting you to do things for them and stuff like that. And you're like, you have the ability to do it, but should you? Should you give any of you've got to really, really be clear about where you put your energy, I guess, is more like what that's saying. So just be careful about where you put your energy. That's an obstacle right now, is knowing, and you just keep meditating and using your strong intuition, which we saw that you have, to make your decisions. You want to be like the emperor and also use logic and things like that, but be careful about your choices. So again, this is reiterating the Seven of Cups energy of options. Just take your time. No rush. And then the Nine of Pentacles is, this is a very independent person. They're self-made. They have a lot of opulence and luxury and everything. So it might be that you're, because of the dream, I went from like my normal state of being into this, like having this like beautiful blessing fall into my lap, this multi-million-dollar blessing that falls into my lap, and this like emotional calm, peace, and abundance and things like that, which, we worked so hard for. And so what I see for you is maybe you're not used to that level of opulence. Maybe you're not used to that level of being helped and taken care of and supported. And that's unusual for you because you're a very independent person. So I can see that also being an obstacle, but I feel like you can get through all of this. And we're going to get some cards now to talk about what you can do about this. So what are the best things this collective can do to get the best results? What are the best things this collective can do, please, to get the best results? Merlin. Okay. No, what is that? Miss Babylon. All right, but I don't take drop cards. Okay. What are the best things this collective can do to get the best results, please? What's the best thing this collective can do to get the best results, please? Ooh, the Chalice Well. I've been to England, and I did go to see the Chalice Well. I did get some water from it, too. I think I still have it, but I should go look. Anyway, that's in Glastonbury, and that's absolutely a beautiful place. I think it's one of the best places ever. So, all right. So these are like the things you can do to give you the best results. This is Merlin. Merlin's about, it's about balance. It's about how you see things. This is definitely the Magician again. So this is 3 times you've had the Magician now. So that's really excellent. You definitely have everything available to you that you need to get the results that you want. This is alchemizing all of the, the bad things that happened, all the ways you might have been deceived, things taken from you, you've been manipulated, all of the things, and taking all of that and turning it into something beautiful. There's the owl again. See, your ancestors are watching. The divine is watching. Right. So they've got your back. It's sitting on his back, right? They've got your back in manifesting whatever you want. So, and just choose wisely, as we've talked about. Now we have Saradwin, which is about transformation. I put this new black glove on. It's like getting little black things on everything. So that's why I'm constantly cleaning them. Anyway, Saradwin. So Saradwin is, it's a creativity card. So this is all about using your creativity to transform things again. It's very much tied into the Merlin card about changing things through, creative visualization, maybe the artwork that you create, which we talked about, that was from the dream and has shown up several times. So you definitely are a creative person. Use your creativity, whatever that is, whether it's through art, music, or whatever else, and keep creating, keep working on it. Keep pulling in your divine feminine to manifest and nurture and create something beautiful, because you are a master. You are a master. And whatever you're going to be creating is very, very high quality. And so the world needs this. This is something that is definitely useful to not just yourself, but to many. So in this, you rebirth yourself. You are born again. And this is, your new life almost. So this is like coming into a new phase of your life, which is beautiful. You got the triple goddess here also, but this is also ties into your ancestors, right? And then the chalice well here, it's again, it's about creativity and flow. This is a very grounded type of, see, because in the background you can see the tour, and I've been to the tour. I've actually walked the tour to the very top, which is an amazing place. And it's like a spiritual walk, but it's a very grounded, it's like getting in touch with nature and with earth and utilizing that creative earthy energy to move through life, stay grounded. No one can knock you off of that then. So, this tour has been around for a very, very long time. And there have been many, many people who have walked the spiral of the tour, which is a spiritual experience all the way to the top. So flow with that, flow like a spiral, and just keep using your creativity to, manifest creatively all of these beautiful things that you have all the resources for, and the divine is supporting you. Gosh, this is a beautiful reading. I love this reading. Anyway, show your true colors, right? Like the peacock feather here. So let's pull one last oracle just for any last minute messages, and then we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to finish the drawing, and then we'll see what we see. So what do we need to know for this collective, please, Spirit? Need to know for this collective. Any last messages? There you go again. Loved ones in spirit. All right. One, please. Very strong ancestral. Wow. Again, that's another one. That's definitely about ancestors also. Your bloodline, your ancestral line. And this is not just, like your grandparents or something. This is talking about, your starseed families, and maybe even multiple lives that you've lived and things like that. So can I have one more, please, for clarification? Something they need to know. Rainbows. I love rainbows. Okay. Yeah, and so it's all, look, you've got the double rainbow here. This is great abundance and wealth. This is what's coming to you, in which the dream was showing. And all you need to do is be your authentic self, because you've done all the work, right? So keep doing this amazing creative work, and keep being true, and keep looking inward, and also communicating with your ancestors, your guides. Feel that support, feel that love and power, because you definitely are loved. This is saying loved ones in spirit, right? So this is, you're being watched out for on like a lot of levels, is what I'm feeling. You have a lot of protection. You have a lot of like people cheering you on, even if it doesn't seem like it in the 3D. It seems like in the 3D people are stealing from you and all of that. The 3D will change for you now, because you have so much support and you've done this work. It's just beautiful, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm just very, very happy, very happy. Good for you. You have turned something that looked really ugly into something quite gorgeous and beautiful. And this will benefit everyone. Everyone gets to see the rainbow when it's there, right? But this rainbow is something you've created, this double luck rainbow. It's not just a single rainbow, it's a double rainbow, which is very rare. So, this benefits everybody across the land. And this also enhances your own bloodline, and, the people that will come after you. So, yeah, a lot of people being helped. Wow, well done. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to finish this drawing, and I hope this reading helped you in some way and that you enjoyed it. And if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe, because it helps the channel. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.